The little boy was trapped in his house by a big fire caused by a gas leak. Thick smoke filled the room in an instant. A woman also noticed something unusual in the hallway, yet flames blocked the boy's escape route. No matter how hard the woman knocked on the door, she could do nothing. She ran downstairs and told the onlookers to call the fire department. When the fire truck arrived at the residential community, a car blocked its way. The boy's life was hanging by a thread, but the fire truck still had not gotten through. The woman decided to go ahead to meet the fire truck. Meanwhile, firefighters could not get in touch with the car owner. After the woman showed up and told them about the boy's dangerous situation, they prepared to force the car aside. This scene was seen by an elderly woman who was dancing nearby. She stepped forward and blocked the fire truck right away. The woman hurried over and explained that it was an emergency. Unexpectedly, the elderly woman slapped her hard across the face. She demanded compensation for the repair costs of her car. Firefighters rushed over and persuaded her that saving the child came first. But the elderly woman sat down on the ground to blackmail them, claiming her heart had been shocked. She wanted 100,000 US dollars before she would let them pass. Thick smoke kept billowing out. The frustrated crowd decided to lift the car up directly. Just as the fire truck was about to pass, the elderly woman lay down in the middle of the road. Everyone felt helpless against her unreasonable behavior. At that moment, the elderly woman's daughter-in-law, who was at the hospital, saw news about the fire in their neighborhood. She spotted a figure that looked like her son and grew very worried, so she called her mother-in-law. When questioned, the elderly woman said the boy was taking an afternoon nap at home. She then went back to confront the crowd. Suddenly, an explosion went off inside the burning building. Firefighters made an immediate decision. They grabbed basic equipment and launched the rescue right away. When they got upstairs, they found the door lock glowing red-hot from the fire. Firefighters crashed the door open. They pulled the unconscious little boy out of the fire. Luckily, the little boy was still breathing. Everyone prepared to rush the boy to the hospital. The elderly woman blocked them and demanded the compensation first. Her daughter-in-law arrived at the scene. She begged her mother-in-law that this was a matter of life and death, but the elderly woman blamed her daughter-in-law for not taking her side. She then claimed she had heart pain and needed to go to the hospital too. Everyone ignored her. They quickly loaded the little boy onto the fire truck and headed for the hospital. They also contacted the hospital for advanced preparations. Later, they ran into the unreasonable elderly woman in the hospital hallway. She insisted on getting checked first. Doctors helplessly told her to prioritize the more urgent case. Soon, the elderly woman's son showed up. After learning what had happened, he urged his mother to stop making trouble. The boy's condition was critical. He would die without effective treatment. The woman remembered that the elderly woman's daughter-in-law was a surgeon. She begged her to help treat the boy. Upholding her professional medical ethics, the daughter-in-law decided to do her best to save the little boy. When she entered the emergency room, she was completely stunned. The boy lying on the bed was her own son. Precious time had been wasted, and it was already too late. She walked out of the operating room in total shock. She broke the tragic news to her husband in agony. Her husband could hardly believe it. Then he received a phone call from the community confirming the terrible truth. The elderly woman insisted that the boy was safely sleeping at home. She said she had cooked porridge for him before she went dancing. Right after she finished speaking, she sensed something was wrong. She finally realized everything when the hospital bed was rolled out.